Hey folks, today I want to talk to you about a game called SpyFall. SpyFall is a game from Hobby World, and recently I talked about a game from Hobby World that I really enjoyed, Viceroy, great game. So, I was kind of also excited about this one, SpyFall. I heard about this one at Essen. I heard that it was really good, so I was very anxious to try it out, and I played it a few times since then. Let's find out if it's any good or not. So we know we're going to use a spy card in the game, so we can take that one and put it out, and then we take out cards for the other players in the game. So let's say it's a 5-player game, we do 4 more cards. We take these cards, we shuffle them all together, each player draws one, and we look. Okay, we're at the service station. That's the location. Everybody has a service station card except the spy. There are a lot of different locations depending on what deck you bring out. There's an airplane, bank, beach, circus tent, corporate party, crusader army, casino, ocean liner, service station, university, theaters, supermarket, etc. So there's all these different locations, and so you put this in the middle of the table to show the possible locations. One player goes first, an 8-minute timer is started, and that player is going to start ask any other player questions. So I can ask Bob a question and say something like, "Why are you here today?" And Bob will say, "I didn't want to be here, but circumstances forced me to be here." Bob can then ask anybody else a question except for the person who asked him the question. So he might ask Sam a question. Sam might ask me a question next, but then I can ask anyone a question except Sam, etc. Now, what you're trying to do is you're trying to trip up the spy. See, the spy doesn't know where they are. They're listening to what everybody else is saying. So you can't be obvious. I can't say, "Why are you here today?" And you say, "I'm here to fix the car." I mean, you can ask all sorts of things, Well, we were playing one time on a pirate ship, and someone said, "Are you ready to go?" And I said, "First word." That was my answer. And so he knew that it was a pirate ship because his first word was "R." And the spy had no idea what we were talking about. The spy is answering and asking questions, trying to look smart, but the spy is trying to figure out where they are from listening to everybody else. If the spy figures out where they are, he can stop the game at any point and say, "Hey, we're at the service station." And if he's correct, the spy will get 2 points. If he's incorrect, then the players win. The players can stop the game at any point to say, "Hey, Bob's the spy." It has to be unanimous, but if everybody agrees at that point, then we reveal Bob. If he's not the spy, then the spy gets points. If he is the spy, then players get points. You can only accuse somebody once. And in the middle of an accusation, the spy can't quickly say, "Well, before anyone says anything, I know we're at the school." No, it's too late. Also, at the end of 8 minutes, if no one has figured anything out, then everybody must, as a group, unanimously pick somebody, except for obviously the dissent of that person. And if they're right, then they win and get a point. Otherwise, the spy wins and gets points. Then you take these, plus the cards you didn't use, put them back together. I always put the spy card on top so you can't see what's in the deck. Shuffle it back in the box, draw another one, and keep going to a certain number of points. Or if you play like we do, each one of these is basically a game in of itself. Playing it a few times is a bit of an understatement. I've played this game probably 30 times since then. I love SpyFall. It is so much fun. Dice Tower Judgment into my collection. Spectacular!